Okay.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's main event. Samsung Con versus SK Telecom T1. Clash of Titans, clash of Protoss powerhouse teams here. And the first game is going to be none other than Jangbi versus Bisu. A PvP of epic proportions, or at least star-studded proportions. Looks like Bisu's actually got quite a good record against Jangbi overall, or lifetime stats.
I think Bisu's been cooped up in PvPs for like 80% of his games this season. I just want to see a good old Bisu PvZ, but teams keep sniping him out or something.
Dude, didn't you hear? Best is the new PvZ guy, man. They don't need Bisu anymore.
Whatever. Whatever, man. I think I still have faith in Best's PvT, even though it was like, when was it? Like 2010 or something that he got crushed by Flash on Fortress. And then after that, he's just been horrible at the matchup, but I have faith he'll come back.
I do want to say, though, Blindor is reminding us that 5 years ago to the day is when Bisu revolutionized the PvZ matchup. That's right. March 3rd, 2007 was his finals match against the legendary Ma Jae-yoon, where he showed us how to actually PvZ. Huh?
I wonder if he has it circled on his calendar.
It's like, instead of celebrating his birthday, he celebrates the day he beats Savior.
Yeah. By the way, can you hear me eating my popsicle?
I heard you opening something, like the wrapper sounds.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Would you like to slurp it loudly and
yeah, if my disgusting
innuendoingly?
Get too annoying, just tell me.
Alright. Whoa, is it just me or is the VOD like all blue? Oh, I guess it's just the lights.
Yeah.
Anyway, the map's going to be Neo Electric Circuit, and hopefully we at least get a good PvP here. I would not want to see another like Best versus was it actually Best versus Deer? I think it was Best versus Deer, or just like DT rush into not having detection and dying. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be like such a sad match.
That was unfortunate. Sometimes I just want PvPs to end because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I've seen so many PvPs this season. I don't know why, but when it's between two good players, though, I definitely want it to go on for a while. And how is Jangbi's PvP this season? Actually, I don't really know.
That is an excellent question. I have no idea either.
I can't look it up.
We will wait for somebody useful in the chat to tell us. I do have an interesting stat though. Apparently, Bisu is 2-0 against Jangbi in finals matches. That's right, not regular games, but they've actually apparently met twice in finals. I know they met once in MSL finals. I guess the other one was in OSL? Or was it both MSL? I don't know, whatever. Anyway. Oh, maybe I should put clock positions on my overlay. Jangbi is going to be the yellow Protoss here at the top left, and Bisu will be the red Protoss on the bottom left.
The thing with Bisu that I think makes him such an exciting player is that he either goes for something... I feel like he always goes into the extremes. Like either something super risky or super safe. So it's always exciting to watch, but I don't know, he loses a lot of games just because he'll try and just expand on one gate or something silly like that and he gets caught. That happened a couple times this season in his PvP games.
See, if he was a real man, he would 12 next in PvP. Oh, looks like there's a March 3rd celebrator. That guy remembers.
Nice.
And oh, apparently the other finals was the GOM Classic. So it was an MSL and a GOM Classic where they met in the finals. And Bisu took out Jangbi both times.
There you go. Oh, is that little overlay they have?
Oh.
The stream too? Yeah.
Yeah, 2007, March 3rd. They're reminding the world as well. That guy, I believe, was giving us a prediction of today's lineups. And so far, Jangbi has scouted cross map, and Bisu has not scouted yet. He just built a pylon behind his natural. It's a little bit of a hidden pylon. I don't think he's actually going to hide tech there. Probably just going to scare Jangbi a little bit if Jangbi gets into his main.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It's kind of a weird place to put a pylon. Like, no, I don't know. I don't feel like you'd hide tech there.
I'm not sure about this map specifically because you're correct. It does feel like there's not that much space behind the natural, but like we have seen it like on Jade. Of course, we see people hide DT tech behind the natural a lot, and I mean, yeah, you can do it. But actually, now that I think about it, I think you're correct. I don't think I've ever seen tech hidden behind the natural on this map in PvP.
I don't even know if it's
The thing is, this map doesn't lend itself to like DT rushing because there's no ramp, right? It's all flat ground, so like 3-gate obs is, in my opinion, the best kind of standard default build you can do. But oh, look at this! Jangbi has actually hidden his probe here and has managed to sneak around into the main base, avoiding the Dragoon. Very cool.
Yep. I guess, I don't know, I'm not really sure if he sort of decided to pull that probe out at a certain timing or what he expected. He might have been able to see maybe a couple more gateways that would have warned him of some incoming aggression.
That's a good point. I feel like he went in a little bit too early there. If he'd waited like 15 more seconds, he might have seen something useful. I mean, at the very least, he saw Dragoon range.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Anyway, Robo out for Jangbi.
Yep.
And both players just gonna chill at their natural. So what is Bisu doing? Bisu is gonna go 3-gate Goon. Bisu apparently agrees with me that 3-gate Goon is a very strong build on this map. By the way, Bisu recently played a PvP on this map against, I think it was against Wookie actually, where Wookie did a really interesting build. Bisu just pulled all his guys off gas. That's curious. He just put one guy back. He has 236 gas banked. I guess he didn't. I guess he must have just put those on the minerals to get the extra gateways up, and then now he's going to put them back. You do need, basically, in order to keep constant Dragoon production, you need 1 probe on gas per gateway Dragoon that you're making. So in order to keep pumping goons out of 3 gateways, you do need 3 probes on gas. But if you already have a bank, then obviously you can pull guys off for a little bit and then resume mining once you actually start making Dragoons. So it might be a slight optimization there for Bisu.
Yeah, I think he did put his probes back on gas already, so I'm not sure what that was about.
Now, yeah, Jangbi has gone for Gateway, Robo Gateway, and I believe he went for Observers, so Bisu should be able to do a lot of damage here if he has very good Dragoon control. Obviously, you know, 3-gate against 2, the numbers work unless you're Harangi playing against Sun, in which case they don't, but yeah. This is looking a little bit scary for Jangbi. That Observer's not going to help him at all. He does have the Zealot to help tank shots, and Bisu takes a lot of damage on that Dragoon without actually even getting a shot off there.
Yeah, Jangbi has a nice arc, and he's sort of positioning himself with that pylon, sort of cutting up his units too, so... Oh, but he did just pull back into his main. I thought he had a nice position there in his natural. And he just has to make... If Jangbi can keep a nice arc on his Dragoons, he should be able to hold off, and we'll have a defensive advantage anyways.
He is indeed getting a Reaver. He's leaving the Observer at home to spot exactly where Bisu's goons are going. Looks like he's going to give up that pylon. And Bisu, interestingly enough, taking the back mineral only expansion rather than his natural. I don't really see the point of that, considering that he's kind of got Jangbi pinned back in his own base. Like, why does he actually need to take his mineral only and not his natural? When he could safely, you know, get the better expansion. But, you know, he's Bisu, and I assume that he knows what he's doing.
Well, you know, if this doesn't work out, he's certainly not going all in here, so if this doesn't work out, or Jangbi, you know, holds on and comes with a Reaver counterattack or something like that, it'll be much easier to hold.
That's true, but, like, I would think that if you've got a bunch of Dragoons at your opponent's natural and you're keeping him back, you're not planning to lose that attack and have to run away. Although, I guess he is going to, so maybe you're actually at 100% correct here.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, he could have, maybe he was just preparing, maybe he didn't expect the Reaver to come out so fast or some other tech from Jangbi, but in the case of a Reaver, he just wanted to put that expansion back there just in case. I don't know.
Well, Jangbi is going to take his natural, and so even though Bisu's is already oh, actually, that's actually a lot faster than Jangbi's. Okay, so that's going to be really nice. And the thing is, he can actually use the extra mineral income from that to take his natural relatively quickly as well. Of course, that's the build we saw Wookiee use to defeat Bisu originally. On this map, in fact, was to take that mineral only first, and then take the natural, and then like just overwhelm Bisu with a bunch of units. So Bisu might be doing some kind of interesting variation on that. Looks like Bisu's setting up an arc facing the north side there, but oh my god, my VOD is buffering.
Oh,
hold on, I'm just gonna refresh it again. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why my YouTube keeps buffering today. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, I'm at 9:52. Shall we go again?
Hold on.
It doesn't have to be exact. Alright, ready, go. Yeah, guys, I am terribly sorry. I don't know why YouTube is not being very kind to me today. I don't think I have any torrents going.
Yeah, I made sure to close my torrent beforehand. But yeah, Jangbi does scout out this position by Bisu, and he did just scout Bisu's whole main base as well, so he knows exactly what he's getting into.
And here we go. That Reaver is going to be crucial in this attack. He's going to get one decent shot off. And looks like Bisu just immediately going to pull back here. Going to lose one Dragoon on the retreat. Not serious, but looks like Jangbi actually is going to go back and harass the mineral only, but 4 Dragoons are in position. They might get the shuttle here.
And Jangbi pushing the front at the same time with the Zealot leading in there, but Bisu has those 4 Zealots in the front, so he's going to be able to push back for now at least. And I think, I think his third base must have finished by now. So he definitely wants to keep control of that entrance area.
And it looks like Jangbi is actually also just taking his own mineral only. Just saw that go up on the minimap. Observer's gonna see this.
And Bisu should have his own Reavers out any second now because his bay just finished. So that will even the odds. And I think Bisu, just because he's ahead in bases too, he should be able to get Storm first, right?
Possibly. That would actually be very interesting to see if he just goes into Reaver since he has the Robo already, or just switches straight into Archives. No, it looks like he has gotten a Reaver of his own. By the way, to all the viewers, like the reason I think why Exio keeps going a little bit robotic on the audio is actually on my end, because when your internet connection is not ideal, Skype's audio does become all weird. So I'm pretty sure that's my fault. Anyways. Back to the game.
Yeah, Bisu's first Reaver's out. I don't think he has a shuttle yet, and his expansion just finished. Quite a bit ahead of Jangbi's. So I don't know if Jangbi's archives have started yet. His Citadel, I think, just finished last time we saw his main base, so he could sort of sacrifice gateway units to get Storm faster. We'll see.
By the way, have you ever considered, like, is it possible to break down the back power generator things with Reavers? Because obviously Reavers have splash, right? Like,
well, the thing about Reavers is, like, I'm pretty sure it's 15 minerals per Scarab, and I don't know if you'd want to, like, it's only 15 minerals, right? It's not that much, but those shots kind of add up, so I don't know about using Reavers to break something down.
I think also because it takes longer to rebuild the Scarabs than the rate they shoot at, so you would end up, like, probably take a long time. I don't know. Basically, I tried this once in a PvT. I built like a proxy robo. I made a Reaver there, and like tried to break down the back, and it failed horribly. So I guess there's good reason why pro gamers don't do it. But I'm just like, in theory, it seems like it might work. Anyway, bunch of gateways being added by both players. Bisu got a pretty nice supply lead, a 20 supply lead right now over Jangbi. And looks like we do see archives there. Did Bisu have an archives? I wasn't paying attention. I think he did, right? Oh no, there it is, just now. Okay.
Yep. Sorry, did you say Jangbi's archives are up already?
Yes, they are. At the top of his base, looks like random ob's gonna get sniped. A couple of goons of Jangbi just making sure that Reaver doesn't get a free pass into the base. Oh, he's actually gonna snipe an observer as well. Oh no, he's not gonna get it. Oh. Yes,
there we go. And I think, did the obs see those Templar
I think it did. I think it did. But I mean, the tech is so close that as long as there's no major engagement in like the next 30 seconds or so, both players will have their storms up in time for the main battle. It is quite kind of interesting that Jangbi's Templar tech is up faster than Bisu's, even though he also got his Reaver tech up faster.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he must have sort of cut on his gateway units in order to do that. But I think the question here, too, is when do you take your next base? It just feels like very risky. I mean, Bisu might try and sort of push out and take the middle of this map here and then expand, or wait until after an engagement when he kind of pulls ahead. But what do you think? Like, when do you expand in this position?
Basically, like, Reavers and Storms are so good defensively. I feel like if you have your tech up, you can be quite greedy with your expansions in this matchup. And ooh, look at this. Is Bisu gonna see the hidden expansion?
Go up the ramp. Come on. Oh! Yes.
Oh, busted.
Get out of here, Jangbi.
So Jangbi's hit only doesn't work. He's gonna snipe the shuttle though. The shuttle goes down. The Reavers do not get out. Presumably there were two Reavers there, but Jangbi's own Reavers are at the front and not the back. No, looks like he barely saves that one in time, and his Reavers are gonna do massive damage here. There are no Storms yet in this engagement. Jangbi actually went for 2 Archons instead of Storms. Jangbi, I think, is gonna take this battle convincingly. He loses 1 Reaver, but it doesn't matter. Bisu is down to only Dragoons. He's on the run. Bisu, who had the 20 supply lead, is now down on supply compared to Jangbi. Jangbi with a great engagement there. Oh my god, I cannot believe Bisu did not drop either of those Reavers. I mean, he had a good, 5 seconds to click that Reaver portrait. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for a pro gamer, that is quite a bit. Although Jangbi now getting pushed back here. His Reaver was not in position. Jangbi, what did you do? Wait, what? Yeah,
Jangbi loses his own shuttle and Reaver now. And more units flooding out of Bisu's base. A bunch of Zealots on the way to reinforce. And I don't know if Bisu's going to continue this attack. He just took his 4th base, so he might be content just to hold back a bit for now while he builds up his army again.
I don't understand how that happened. It's like, first we see Jangbi like smashing Bisu's army, and then we go to the face shot, and then we come back and Jangbi's army is just like almost dead. It's like, what? Oh man.
Well, I think Bisu was able to snipe both of Jangbi's Archons with his Dragoons just by sort of cutting them back, and then once they were dead, he sort of pushed up again and caught Jangbi unaware and was managed to catch that shuttle. But,
wow, that probe has actually taken out half the shields of the Nexus. That's insane.
Oh, really?
That probe, man. Could you imagine if the probe just killed the Nexus, like Jangbi just forgot about it? Oh, you might get the probe though. It's got 1 shot. And just like a couple of Zealots of Bisu being sent up there to maybe harass the base a little bit, but Jangbi's army is in position to defend. And as you say, Bisu got his 4th base up there at the 9 o'clock. It feels a little bit risky maybe to take that expansion very close to Jangbi's base. Very easy to storm drop that and whatnot. And Jangbi, meanwhile, getting his own gas base up at the 12 here. It's just finishing up now, but once that finishes up, he will have an extra mineral base over Bisu that will let him add on a couple extra gateways, maybe a few extra Zealots as well. So, yeah, I think things are looking okay now for Jangbi, even though earlier on he was down a little bit, at least in supply-wise.
Yeah, he was able to come back, and now he's actually ahead of Bisu in bases. He was able to get his 4th up faster, and now we might see a surge of units from him. We haven't really seen Storm come into play yet, but I expect by the next engagement, Jangbi will be able to throw down a couple Storms, and I think he has a brief window where he's getting more gas than Bisu, so depending on when he attacks, he might have more gas-heavy units, but it's probably not significant.
Interestingly, both players seem to just be only making Archons. Like, I still don't see any High Templar. And I think
there's so many Zealots.
Yeah, and both continuing Reaver production as well. And oh my god, we're going to have a huge engagement here. Reavers down for both players. 2 Reavers for Bisu against the 1 of Jangbi. I think Jangbi got a slightly better arc here, but there's just too many units to really call this. It looks like Jangbi is breaking through, though. Lots of Zealots closing with the Dragoons of Bisu. Bisu's got to retreat here. Bisu on the run. Jangbi taking another decisive victory, and that was actually significant. He kept most of his Archons alive. Bisu has lost all of his gas-heavy Archons. The supply is still quite similar right now, but I do feel like Jangbi's supply is in much more, you know, the techie units, the more expensive units, so definitely more valuable supply, shall we say. Look at that, he's still got 5 Archons coming out of that engagement. That is a huge win for Jangbi. And
yeah, that's so scary. With all those Archons still alive, I think Jangbi mostly just lost Zealots, but it's important to note, I'm pretty sure Bisu saved both of his Reavers, and now he's going in to drop them into Jangbi's base. And we'll see if he gets a big Reaver. Oh, doesn't get the
could still do it. I think
Nice
it might just be attacking the cannons on purpose so they can just kill this base. But it looks like the Reaver of Jangbi coming in to save the day. By the way, I do want to note that it's really funny because a while ago, actually, I think I was arguing with Keontae about this because I think there was an interview with Harangi, you know, the PvP master, who said actually the ideal unit composition in PvP is Zealot, Archon, Reaver, with like a few Dragoons supporting, and it's actually not to get that many High Templar. And I thought this was quite silly because, you know, Storms are really, really good, but oh, Bisu wasn't paying attention there. But I mean, clearly we're seeing here that I guess, you know, Zealot, Archon, Reaver is the way to go. Was that like a fake drop? He just like wiggled that shuttle's butt at the probes there, but didn't actually drop anything.
Yeah, he was able to take up a nice group of probes at the 12 o'clock base by targeting the photon cannon, whether intentionally or not. But ended up losing the Reaver, and you know, his army's just short a Reaver, so it's not good. Not looking good for Bisu.
And I think the Observer just showed us that Jangbi actually has 2 forges to Bisu's 1. Is that what I was seeing there? It looks like this shuttle is trying to find a way out. I think Jangbi's still only at 2-0 though, so I don't. His second forge hasn't been put to good use yet, but
I think Bisu has 2 forges.
Oh, is it the other way around? Or
I think so.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
They're both getting upgrades, guys. Yeah. Looks like 1 Eye Templar in Jangbi's armies now. We might finally see a storm 20 minutes into a PvP, and our first storm ever. That'd be exciting.
Yeah, this is a nice long PvP game. It's exactly what you want to see in this matchup.
Indeed, indeed. No silly build order loss or win.
Yeah.
Which would be so sad to see, like, Jangbi or Bisu get taken out by a build order. And looks like Observer chasing Observer there. Both players expanding yet again. Both players essentially maxed. It's going to come down to the engagement angle, a little bit of the army control. But in such large army groups, it's very difficult to control like effectively as such. And oh no, looks like Jangbi gonna get a couple of units caught out here, but this is just gonna force the engagement. 2 Reavers out, 3 Reavers out for Jangbi against the 2 of Bisu. It looks like Jangbi saves both his Reavers from the Reaver shot of Bisu. Just so many units here, a huge shot going off here. Jangbi is microing his Reavers a little bit more, but it looks like it actually has the reverse effect and causes him to retreat here. Now he's going after Bisu's Reavers. It's going to be so close here. It looks like Jangbi might be taking it. He's got the extra Archon as well. It's more or less an even exchange, although no, Bisu looks like he will win this time with both his Reavers intact, no less. And that puts Jangbi in a pretty tricky position here with no Reavers of his own, no splash damage of his own. I still didn't see a Storm go off in that engagement, so I guess that Templar was just hanging around with nobody to turn into an Archon with.
Yeah, I thought that we definitely seen some storms, but also Bisu was sort of pushing up that narrow little hallway, and I thought Jangbi's Scarabs would just absolutely destroy his army, but they were caught back behind some Dragoons, and I think Bisu took the risk and put his Reavers a bit further forward than Jangbi did, and it paid off.
Interestingly, though, Jangbi still has a supply lead, 125 over 119. It's very, very slight, but he also has the base lead. He has the extra mineral base compared to Bisu. So he does have the slight income advantage as well, although it looks like Bisu now shooting up in the supply, now has overtaken Jangbi in the supply. I mean, PvP, man, it is a nice edge. There is just, you know, the DPS in these big engagements when there's like Reavers and Storms going off everywhere, it's just completely ridiculous. I mean, you know, it was words. PvP is just 2 players throwing imbalanced shit at each other. That is like actually what it is. That's like a completely accurate description. Sometimes, you know, battles can just be ridiculously one-sided, even if you're about even on supply.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Now, in this situation, is there any reason for either player to get any more tech? Like, I doubt they do it in this situation, but like, is it possible that a Dark Archon could like have some kind of you know, big
Well,
advantage in a battle or anything like that, or are they just going to sort of keep what they have and just try and get the better in each encounter?
I mean, we do occasionally see Dark Archons, but neither player is going Templar, so there's nothing to feedback. So I mean, the only thing you could do is like maelstrom a group of Zealots, which you could arguably say in this situation, given how high the Zealot count is, could be effective. But yeah, without Templars to feedback, I think it'd be very unlikely for either to do that. Arbiter Tech would be quite funny. You can get stasis. Oh no! Oh my god, Jangbi, huge blunder. Jangbi has been like microing his Reavers way more than Bisu this whole game, and it's just been like backfiring every single time. Like, Jangbi, stop microing your Reavers, man. Just attack. Oh god. Oh man, I think he might be dead here. Bisu is rolling into the natural with 20 supply advantage. He's still got his 2 Reavers. A nice big shot goes off on both Reavers though. Jangbi's holding on with 1 more Reaver.
Yeah, and I think the crux of each of these battles has been the shuttle snipes, because we saw in the first one, Bisu lost his shuttle in the first engagement, and he immediately had to pull back. And then Jangbi lost his, and Bisu got the advantage. So I think the pendulum swinging back and forth is really dependent on who is able to keep their shuttle alive.
I can't believe Jangbi has lost this. He looked really strong there after crushing Bisu, like, in 2 big engagements. Oh, man. Just try too hard there, man, you know? There is such a thing as trying too hard.
Well, I think what happened is Bisu started being more aggressive with his Reavers a little while ago, because he knew he had to sort of come back and start winning some engagements. And it paid off, whereas Jangbi was he was microing his Reavers well, but I don't think they ended up doing as much damage as Bisu's did. I could be wrong, though.
I'm really bummed about this game. Like, Jangbi should have had this. PvP, man.
No way, man. This is...
PvP is ridiculous. Oh yeah, you're the Bisu fanboy. Man, get out of here. I am ejecting you from this cast. So sad.
But there is a nice attack on the 9 o'clock base here, and it's going to go down. There's a DT in there, and this Nexus is probably going to go down fairly fast.
Yeah.
But the same attack going on at the 1 o'clock base by Bisu, so it's going to be a pretty good base trade.
Well,
and I don't really think Jangbi can do anything to sort of cut back Bisu's attack, because he has 2 Reavers in there.
I mean, Jangbi lost his natural, his 12 o'clock, and now he's losing both his top right bases. He's going to have, like, only his back mineral, only mining. So, yeah. He also, that attack force that killed the 9, he also lost all the units from that. So he's pretty dead now. He's behind, like, 65 supply. He is actually going to come in here and catch some of Bisu's units, though. He's going to if he can catch these Reavers, that would be pretty huge. Although by this point, I don't think it actually matters anymore. But oh man, running up that ramp is going to be so brutal for him. He's going to take a lot of damage from the Reavers. That shuttle has like 1 hit on it, though. So Jangbi actually or Bisu can't actually run away with that. But look at that Reaver just doing massive damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he had been able to push in a bit sooner and caught Bisu better between the photon cannons at the base and his army going up the ramp, but he ended up taking it out anyways.
Wait a minute, Bisu's actually only on effectively 1 mining base as well, so
I just noticed that.
Jangbi has like 1 mineral only plus a couple of extra mineral patches. He has his natural with no nexus, but like there's money there, he can distance mine it. And Bisu has a 6 o'clock, but Bisu has a 50-something supply advantage, so
he should expand. I mean, why not? Why not expand right now?
Who, Bisu or Jangbi?
Bisu.
Yeah, I think he can do whatever he wants. I don't think he can lose from this point. I mean, also, if you look at the army composition, it's only Zealots and Dragoons for Jangbi. He has no tech units. Like, he has none of the Archons, Reavers, Templars that he really needs to do anything. So, not only is he behind on supply, but he has, like, less valuable supply.
Yeah. Oh, some nice Reaver drops in the back of Bisu's
Oh man, there are so many clumped probes there. Why did he not get a shot off on the probes?
I don't know. He might have killed some before the obs got there.
But on the left side though, there was so many clumped up on those left patches. Anyway, looks like he's taking the 12 o'clock here, and oh, he might catch Bisu's shuttle. And he gets the shuttle.
Yes.
So close. So
Good
close,
job.
Jangbi. Jangbi, please, if you can win this game, I swear I'll never cockblock you again, man. Come on, you can do it.
Oh yeah, that's a great story.
Oh, he's going in again. He's going in again. Nemo! Nemo! Stop shooting the zealots, damn it! Why are you shooting the zealots? Shoot the probes.
Oh, he didn't take out that Reaver. Huh.
Shoot the probes. Shoot the probes.
Leave a couple Dragoons back there, honestly. What are you doing?
That would
and take
require.
another base. Like, you have the supply lead. It's a much safer decision just to take another base. Like, he's not even trying to kill off Jangbi. I don't understand.
You're acting as if Bisu's actually good at this game, man. Come on. Come on.
You need to start looking at this game realistically, Sam.
Oh, the probes! The probes are stacking! They're stacking! Oh, it's a dud.
Yes.
Ah.
Holy fuck, BC, just leave some Dragoons back there.
Oh man, that's a nice...
Make him go crazy! And
oh, he's stacking them again! He's stacking them again! Oh yes, Bisu, thank you, Bisu. Bisu decided... Oh no, there's a Dragoon there. Bisu's like trying as hard as he can to lose the game.
What he's in this position, I think he's letting it slip away from him. He had such a big advantage, but his army's just sitting in the middle, doing nothing, and he's not expanding or harassing, like...
Oh shit, that is a lot of Archons though. That's like way too many Archons. And there's 4 Templar there as well. Like, look, just compare the army compositions. Even if their supply, even if Jangbi was a little bit ahead on supply, I think he'd still lose a fight. It's because of all those Archons.
Yeah.
Wait, where the hell are those probes going? What on earth? Were they like dodging a drop?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That was weird. Anyway, oh my god. What is that, like 8 High Templar? Okay, that's a little bit too many. I don't think there's ever a time where you actually need... actually, there might be 7, but... Oh god, no! No, the storms! The imbalance! So much imbalance! It's too much. Did he just storm his own Templar? Is that what just happened? Because I don't think Jangbi has Templar, so that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. And this is actually not attacking in a very good position at all.
Oh my god, if Jangbi wins this engagement, are you kidding me? Bisu, just, yeah, like, how can you even argue that Bisu's good at this game? Like, come on. Oh shit, oh god, that's probably a storm drop. Oh no! Oh no, storm! Or don't storm. Storm the Nexus!
You know, you're right, Sayle. Jangbi's just so good, you know, letting his shuttles die to cannons, storming Nexus. It's,
he storms the Nexus! Yeah, I'll show that Nexus who's boss. Look at the SKT coach. He's like, what the hell is going on? This is such a good game.
He's not even.
Oh god.
This game.
Looks like the.
I don't know about this. Where do you go from here? I feel like both players are just sort of dancing around, too scared to overextend themselves. But Jangbi does have the base advantage, and the 6 o'clock base is starting to mine out for Bisu, so the clock's running out on him. He has to make some kind of decision soon, because Jangbi can just sit back and drop.
Storm! Oh no, he loses the shuttle. He tried to save the Templar, but he lost everything. Oh, looks like the Reavers are saved though. But Jangbi also has 2 armor against the 1 armor of Bisu, by the way. But oh man. Jangbi, he's behind like 20 supply now, which is better than 50 supply, but the army compositions are still just brutal. I mean, those 2 Reavers, Jangbi needs to micro those 2 Reavers perfectly to have a chance against Bisu's army, or those Archons are just going to shred him.
I just want to see a nice fat storm land on both of them. God, that would be satisfying.
No way, man, no way. Bisu's about to get jangbanged here.
Oh, we'll see. Actually, the 1 o'clock base is getting pretty low on minerals.
Yeah, but the 12 o'clock is. I mean, Jangbi's on essentially 2 bases right now. Yeah, they're not full patch bases, but it's 2 bases against Bisu's 1. Jangbi's just got to hold on a little bit longer, and he will be equal on supply. It will just come down to the army compositions, which, as I said, oh, but that's a great move. Yes, that is an excellent move. Although you shouldn't sacrifice your own High Templar when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, he snipes a High Templar.
This is so tense. At this point, each of these little engagements, losing like a High Templar here and there, it's no longer something you can sort of brush off.
Yeah, well, I think what both players are trying to do there is like run up with a High Templar and storm like a bunch of clumped units on their opponent. That's a pretty common tactic in this matchup. Looks like we're gonna have a huge engagement here. Jangbi has a lot of Zealots closing with the Zealots. Two Reavers for both players. A huge storm on both of Bisu's Reavers. It looks like he saves them in the shuttle. Is it going to be enough? The 5 Archons are closing with everything. Another storm on Bisu's Reavers. Is it going to be enough? One Reaver of Bisu survives. Bisu breaks through Jangbi's army. Bisu has convincingly taken the engagement, and now the 12 o'clock is in trouble. There's only one cannon there. Jangbi gets a few Zealots out.
Did you see that sick control? Oh, picking those Reavers up right when the storm was on top of them. I think if he hadn't done that, the engagement would have been a lot closer.
Bisu's a lucker, and you know it. He's a lucker. Oh, he loses the shuttle. He loses the shuttle.
Yeah, and he might have overextended himself trying to get the 12 o'clock. He trapped himself.
Oh, no, he's just killed all the probes. It doesn't matter. He's up at 85 supply. Jangbi's down to like 30 supply. This is over. Oh.
It looks like it.
Such a sick game.
Yeah, this is like the best PvP of the year, for the ones I've seen anyway.
I don't know, like, Stork versus Bisu was pretty good. And wait, didn't Cal play an epic game as well against Stork or something? I don't know. There were some good games, but yeah, this is definitely up there. This might actually be the longest, though. Either way, Jangbi is completely dead.
Well, it looks like he's going for... Oh, no. Might go for one last push or something. I don't think Jangbi's... No, he's not mining at all anymore.
Yeah, and his army is not going to do anything. He's going to distance mine from his natural.
I can't believe he didn't take that, actually. I forgot about that. He might have had an opportunity in the past when he was sort of dropping Reavers in the back of the 6 o'clock base to take his natural again. And that would be paying off right now, but...
Yep, we're now just waiting for Jangbi to GG. I mean, Bisu, I think it's because Bisu doesn't actually realize how big of an advantage he has right now, or else he would just go and kill him. He's still a little bit concerned, like he doesn't want to throw away the game in a silly fashion, so he's playing a little bit cautiously here, which I think is perfectly fine. It's perfectly reasonable in this situation. I mean, he just, struggled for 30+ minutes against Jangbi, and he's actually basically mined out, in fact. With no signs of an expansion, but it doesn't matter. He can just win it with this army. Although nice,
Ooh.
decent storms.
Takes out a Templar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought that Jangbi, when he was on 2 bases compared to Bisu's 1, would have a much bigger advantage in that final battle. But I guess Bisu's just able to do wonders on 1 base.
Well, Bisu had I think the crucial thing was Bisu had 5 Archons and Jangbi had like 1 or something. And GG from Jangbi. He knows he can't do it. Bisu takes game number 1 in an awesome PvP.
What a great way to start the series.
Oh man, I hope the rest of the series lives up to that one. Damn.
Even Bisu looks a little exhausted after that game.
He knows. He was at some points there, man. He was in trouble.
Yeah.
Whew. Did he just pat Bunky on the cheek? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Is there something going on here? Bisu x Bunky? I can just like see the fangirls drawing their dojins right now. Bisu on Bunky yaoi dojins. Oh god. Anyway, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I need to go close my blinds, and I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, so once again, Bisu proved himself to be the best player in the world, basically. Taking down Jangbi, who many say is the best Protoss right now, but is clearly not true.
Still better than Bisu. Oh. Alright. You ready for game number 2?
It's loading up right now. These YouTube ads.
It's alright, at least you're not you're not buffering like I am.